record. Priyadarshini, please read from this. LERMS. Priyadarshini, are you seeing it on the screen or not?
Yes, sir. LERMS, Liberalized Exchange Rate Management System.
Many of you may not know this. Anybody knows about this? Liberalized Exchange Rate Management System. Only commerce or economics graduates may know it. Liberalized exchange rate management system means this system has been introduced in India with effect from 1991. Prior to that, what happened? Whenever you have to remit money from India to abroad, you have to get the approval of Reserve Bank of India. Now, later on, when Manmohan Singh was the finance minister and Mr. Narasimha Rao of Andhra Pradesh was the prime minister, they made a change. At that time, what happened? Globalization started happening. By globalization, we mean products were started moving from one country to another country freely. So accordingly, there was a need for us to people go from one country to another country to remit money from one country to another country and all that. So at that time, they introduced this concept of LERMS, Liberalized Exchange Rate Management System, that was introduced, according to which powers are granted to authorized dealers to remit monies directly without reference directly to abroad without reference to RBI. Here, see, actually, one more concept also was introduced. Initially, they were having concept Foreign Exchange Regulation Act that has been amended as Foreign Exchange Management Act. And now, as per this act, certain things are allowed. Supposing Priyadarshini wants to buy some magazine from abroad, she can remit money up to this many dollars free of consultation with the RBI. Supposing Priyadarshini wants to go abroad, she can get foreign exchange. Supposing some other person wants to remit money to his relative, he can remit up to 2,50,000, like that, $2,50,000. Like that, the concept has been arrived at. So that is known as liberalized exchange rate management system. How it is useful. See, for everything, you need not go to Reserve Bank and wait for their approval. Now, up to certain amount, it is approved by the authorized dealers themselves immediately. So it speeds up remittance and it enables or encourages foreign countries to come to our country. And only after these LERMs and all came, the concept of FDI, foreign exchange dealers, FDI, foreign direct investment, then FII, foreign institutional investors, all these things came. After this, only people were permitted to invest in stock exchange and all that. Very good. So, this is an important point for, say, commerce graduates and MBA and economics graduates. Now, next one. Yes, please. QIB. Priyadarshini, are you there or not?
QIB, Qualified Institutional Bankers.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I don't know about it. Please check it up what it is. Next time we meet, you can tell me. Now continue.
RBI, Reserve Bank of India.
I think a lot of it has been given in guidely material. Page number 1 to 5 or 6, you will get lot of ideas. Please read. Next.
RDBMS, Relational Database Management System.
I can't explain. I think this is something to do with the IT. But if somebody really wants to know, you can go and search and know it. But not very important. Continue.
REC, Rural Electrification Corporation.
Mm.
RFC, Resident Foreign Currency,
Mm.
RIDF, Rural Infrastructure Development Fund, RRB, Regional Rural Bank,
Yeah,
RT.
right now we have 43 regional rural banks in our country. These regional rural banks are sponsored by our public sector banks, like State Bank and others. There are totally 12 public sector banks. What is meant by RRB? In the RRB, 35% of capital is contributed by the sponsoring bank, 15% capital is sponsored by the state government, and 50%, 50% is contributed by the central government. So actually, this concept came in the year 1975, coinciding with the birth date of Mahatma Gandhi. They wanted to start because they found that the expenses incurred in banks, normal banks, is too much. So the benefit cannot be passed on to the customers. So they thought it is better to start a, say, what is that? Better to start for RRBs. Initially, when they were started in small buildings, and in fact, in some states like Madhya Pradesh, they opened it with gaddi and all. That is not table chairs and all. Only the gaddi they will put, over which people will come and sit like that. Because villagers were hesitating to come into banks, fearing about the setup. So, in order to remove that, this concept was introduced. So, they paid very low salary to staff members. Later on, after a few years, unions were formed and they urged the government to give the same salary as public sector banks to RRBs. That is why nowadays you have a salary same as in other banks. So initially, when it was started, it was all started in a very happy mood. More than 192 RRBs were started. From there, slowly they started incurring huge losses because it is the politicians, they used to educate these customers, don't repay the money, bank will write off, like that they were telling. So monies were not received, banks became loss making banks. So loss making banks were merged with profit making banks. So accordingly, right now we have 43 regional rural banks. Now, the government is thinking of aiming it to curtail it to 28 publics, 28 RRBs. That is the concept now available. One state, one RRB. That is the concept they have in mind. Very good. So, where are we now? RRB. Okay. Now continue.
RTGS, Real Time Gross Settlement.
Hmm. All this is very simple concept. You can get it in guidely material if you read, or otherwise discuss among yourselves. Continue.
RWA, Risk Weighted Assets.
This you may not understand. See what happens. Assets, as long as it is cash, no problem. It is worth the same value. But the moment you give it as a loan to somebody else, you are not sure it is going to be repaid. It may be your own employee, it may be another very big customer, but there is a question of risk element is there. They say the risk element when the money is held as cash is zero. When money is held as balance in reserve bank, it is zero. When loan is given on security of government guarantee, the risk is zero. When the loan is given on the security of our own deposit, risk is zero, like that. But in all other cases, there is a risk. So if there is risk, you have to compensate that. That is the concept known as Basel Committee norms. Right now, we are on Basel Committee norms 3, according to which Private banks must have the capital risk weighted asset ratio. Just as I told you, like different loans, what is the risk element involved and how much capital are we having? Are we having at least 9% capital? And in the case of private public sector banks, 12% of the capital, CRAR, 12% of capital risk weighted asset ratio must be 12% in the case of public sector banks. So that is why this concept of risk weighted assets came. Continue.
SBI, State Bank of India, SCB, Scheduled Commercial Bank,
Scheduled
NR,
commercial banks means Reserve Bank of India Act 1934. And in the initially when in the beginning days, when a bank was started with a paid up capital and reserve of rupees 5 lakhs, it can be included in the second schedule of the Reserve Bank of India Act. Once a bank is included in scheduled commercial bank, it is eligible for certain privileges like borrowing on government securities from Reserve Bank of India. Slowly, the money lost its value on account of inflation. Right now, if a bank has to be started, it has to be started with a paid up capital of rupees 500 crore. In the case of small finance banks, you require 200 crore. In the case of payment banks, you require 100 crore. So this is scheduled commercial banks. See, these scheduled commercial banks are eligible. They have to maintain CRR of 4%. That is 4% of their net demand and time liabilities. They have to keep in the form of balance in their current account with Reserve Bank of India. Even RRBs will have to maintain CRR. Not only this, the scheduled commercial banks must also maintain what is that? SLR, statutory liquidity reserves. Nowadays, it is 18% of the net demand and time liabilities. This 18% they can hold in the form of cash or gold or government securities. So that is the advantage of this scheduled commercial bank. Another interesting question in interviews is difference between commercial banks and NBFCs. This I have explained in many videos, or you can search and try to get to know that also. Most two important points you have to tell. Banks are registered under Banking Regulation Act. NBFCs are registered under Companies Act. Bank deposits are guaranteed up to 5 lakhs per individual per bank when it goes on liquidation. In the case of NBFCs, but normally NBFCs don't take deposits. When they take deposits, they take only fixed deposits, and that the deposits are not guaranteed by DICGC. DICGC is a subsidiary of Reserve Bank of India, headquarters in Mumbai, chairman Mr. M.D. Patro, and at present, banks are paying 12 paise per rupees 100 to Reserve Bank of India every year in order to cover their deposits. That is up to 5 lakhs. But right now, there is a thinking in the mind of the government that they want to raise it to 10 lakh per person or 12 lakh per person. But there are also reports which state that it is if it is going to be made 10 lakhs, then banks have to pay more premium. It may result in more loss for the banks. That's what the report is at present. Right now, it is sufficient. DICGC gives guarantee of rupees 5 lakhs when a bank goes in liquidation. The recent bank to go in liquidation, is New India Cooperative Bank in Mumbai. Now, the DICGC is collecting claim from the depositors for settling it. Last date is 31st of March. So these are some of the important points I thought I can share with you. What is the time now in India? 10:53. Another probably 5 to 6 minutes we can be together. Next 2 points: NRE, non-resident external, NRI, non-resident Indian, a special drawing rights. That much we have covered one page now. Now, if you have any doubts or questions, you can ask. But as I told you earlier, the most important thing is that A 2023 interview questions, especially Federal Bank, boys, girls. This is Rig Veda, Yajur Veda for you. I think I have already explained it in 2, 3 videos. And the important things for you start from this one. From here, whatever I have given, you have to know about it. And also sure short questions. And other than that, everything is about the questions that have been asked in colleges. What is priority sector? Like this, they ask you. So you must be ready to answer them. These questions are there. What are your qualities? This boy has typed so many T's. Yeah. Now, who can answer me these questions? What are your qualities? Federal Bank people, Federal Bank people, Sri Varshini, Jaydev, iPhone, all of you are Federal Bank. Please tell me what are good qualities in you. I will ask Sri Varshini. Sri Varshini, you are from which college?
Sir, Anna University, sir.
Anna University. Tell me what are your good qualities.
Um, Sir, I'm a team worker and I also possess leadership qualities. Um, I'm uh, I'm also very patient and I can listen and I can listen to others' problem and give a possible solution for it, sir.
Where is your college? Which campus is yours?
Gindi campus, sir.
Same
Uh,
campus where there was a problem recently.
yeah, yes, sir.
Oh God. Where were you at that time?
It was a holiday time, sir. It's around Christmas time.
I'm
So
very
we were
sorry.
at a house, sir. Yes, sir.
I'm very sorry. That's right. Now, Sri Varshini, what you are told about your qualities. Now we will go to the next candidate, iPhone. Please tell me what are your good qualities.
Yes, sir. I have a very good leadership skill and also time management skills. And I also have a strong communication skill, which helps me to interact effectively. Uh, and I'm also very adaptive to every situations. And I'm also sometimes very patient in all the situation. And I consider this as my qualities. So.
Yeah, next is our who is that boy? Ajay Dev.
Sir, I have good analytical thinking, problem solving skills. I'm able to assess risk assessment, and I have strong customer service skills. I'm trustworthy and responsible towards any goal that is given, and I treat everyone equally. And I'm a quick learner, hardworking and dedicated, and I have good leadership goals. And I'm patient and attentive to small details even, and I'm a quick learner. I do have problem solving abilities. I guess these are my strengths.
Excellent. Not bad. I think tomorrow I have given time for Priyadarshini, na? 11th March.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Are you getting prepared for that?
Yes, sir. I'm preparing.
Good. Very good. Priya Darshini of what is that? Sastra.
Yes, sir.
You're a day scholar or a hostelier?
No, sir, I'm not in college right now. I'm in Chennai doing internships, sir, in IIT Madras.
What is the internship you are? This question they will ask you. What is the internship you are doing?
Sir, I'm doing my major project in IIT Madras as well as I'm doing as a research intern, sir, in IIT Madras.
அம்மா நீ வந்து இப்ப பதில் சொன்னையே தவிர அந்த பதில்ல பதில் இல்ல. புரிஞ்சுதா நான் சொல்றது? You answered me, but there was no answer in your answer. What
Sir,
was
you
the
want me
question?
to tell the
What
what
was the
project
question
I'm
I
working
asked?
on?
What is it? What project are you doing here? Means you must. I may not understand what is the project, but you must tell what is the project you are doing. I am. See, your what is your basic degree? Biotechnology, something. Now, what is the project you are doing? Tell me the name of the project. I may
Okay,
not
sir.
follow what is it. Tell me.
Okay.
As your is your project having a name or title or not?
Yes, sir, it has.
Then why should you not mention that? I know what you are thinking is நான் சொன்னாலே இந்த ஆளுக்கு புரியாது சொன்னா என்ன பிரயோஜனம் அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு சொல்ல மாட்டேங்கிற அப்படி
Sir,
இருந்தா
after
you are not
yes, sir.
you are not communicating fully. Tell me.
Yes, sir. I am doing my project on the topic expression and purification of TPA mutants, sir.
Arey baap.
Yes,
The
sir.
moment you said true, I can't follow. Good, good. But title, okay. Then, how long is the project?
It it is for like 6 months, sir, till May end.
Um, what is the type of project? Is it like you grow some bacteria and
Yes,
all
sir.
that?
I work on bacteria. TPA is a type of protein which is in bacteria. We do project with that, and we analyze the results from that, and we test it with humans. From the protein, we find antibiotics and test it with humans.
Acha, does it mean that all these things will be kept inside the laboratory safely all overnight and all that?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. The lab has the all the facilities that all the machines run full night, sir. Like the power should be on to maintain all the.
Are there guards to take care of that and all properly?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. People are there to take care of that.
Very good. Now I understand something from what you said. Good. Next question is for Jayadeva. Did you tell about the qualities you had? You already told? Yeah.
Yes, sir. I
Yeah,
said
yeah.
I told you.
You already told. Very good. Now, another tough question they ask in interviews is that what is the difficult thing you have overcome so far? What is the difficult period you had? What are the difficult problems you face so far, which you have overcome? I don't know what can be the answer for this, but different boys, different students tell different things. Somebody says, I lost my parents. Somebody says, I lost my grandparents. Somebody says, like that, whatever problems you think is very important for you, you can try to highlight about that and tell in the interview. Be ready for such negative questions also. I am telling specially for girls who may be thinking that everything will be very green and all. It is not necessary. Sometimes it may not be very good also. Such questions also you must face. Sometimes they may pose a demotivating question like say, Mr. X, Miss what, Miss X, why should I not select you? Even such questions you must try to tell an opposite answer and say, I deserve to be selected. That is how you have to manage this question. Could you follow this question?
Yes, sir.
புரிஞ்சுதா எல்லாருக்கும் 3 பேருக்கும்?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
வெரி குட். ஸோ இப்போ இன்னும் 2-3 நாள் தான் இருக்குது. இதுக்குள்ள நான் கொடுத்திருக்கிற அந்த கொஸ்டின் பேப்பர்ல இருக்கக்கூடிய கேள்விகள் எல்லாம் படிச்சு பாருங்க. எது ரொம்ப டஃப்பா இருக்கு, உங்களால ஆன்சர் பண்ண முடியலன்னு தோணுதோ அதை நோட் பண்ணி வச்சுக்கோங்க. ஸோ தட் டுமாரோ மார்னிங் ஆர் யூ ஆல் ஃப்ரீ ஆர் நாட்? மார்னிங் காலேஜ் உண்டா? யாருக்கெல்லாம் காலேஜ்?
Yes, sir.
யாருக்கு காலேஜ் இருக்கு?
I have college, sir.
I have
வர்ஷி
followed.
எல்லாருக்குமே காலேஜ் இருக்கா?
Me
ஜெயதேவ்
too.
தான் லீவ் போட்டாச்சு போல இருக்கு. ஆமா,
Sir, but
ஜெயதேவ்.
tomorrow I have a first review till 10:30, sir. 10:30 வரைக்கும் காலேஜ் இருக்கும். அதுக்கப்புறம் I'm coming out, sir.
ஓஹோ, சரி. அப்ப மார்னிங் 10:30க்கு மேலனா எனக்கு நைட் ஆயிடும். ஸோ அப்ப we
Okay.
will meet tomorrow evening 7:30 p.m.
Sure, sir.
7:30 p.m. will be Priyadarshini interview. And once that interview is over, I will be free. I can be with you for an hour or so. Be ready with questions you would like to ask. Okay? Because as it is on timetable, I am not having any interviews tomorrow. 11th. ஒண்ணுமில்ல, ஃப்ரீயா தான் இருக்குது. So 7:30 p.m. to 8 p.m. probably our Priyadarshini interview. Once that is over, from 8 to probably 9 or 9:30, we can discuss whatever doubts you have. If you are not having doubts, I will take up this, what is that, abbreviations and discuss from there on. Okay? Very good. Now, I have a very rich material that is Chat GPT download. It will contain lot of information. 1 minute. Just a minute. I am giving you that link in our WhatsApp group. WhatsApp group UBI LBO. But it will be boring for you. You just read the title. If it is relevant for your interview, please go through. Okay. Are you able to hear me, Jaydev, Srivarshini, iPhone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I have given you the link of that 108 pages plus. It is not my own material. It is what our Chat GPT gave on different dates. So I have collected them all and put it into one file. I am sharing to you in UBI LBO. I am also giving in N2 and N1 newspaper. That's all. Please take it and make use of the topics which are relevant. You know why I am telling like this? Not all the topics may be very interesting for you. For example, this is that one. First one is interesting for you. First one is NABARD. Just now we discussed. Next one is not important for you. This is cost accounting questions. Cost accounting questions asked. I wanted Chat GPT to collect for me. Next one may be interesting for you. Schemes by NABARD. For agriculture candidates, it will be useful. Then, like that, you should go through each and everything. NHB, National Housing Bank. Then, this is about your interview for probationary officers. What questions can be asked? This is also not bad, useful material. You can go through. Here, there are many qualities that can contribute successful officer Here are some of the qualities. If you read that, you can tell when they ask you what are the good qualities you have. For example, leadership, communication skills, decision making skills, physical fitness, problem solving skills, attention to detail, integrity, interpersonal skills, adaptability, resilience, like this. So, this is for ADO. Next one, types of financial instrument. Some of these topics may be useful for you. Please go through them. Thank you so much. Best wishes. This is a very good class. Normally, I am not having time enough to conduct such classes. All these days, I was very busy with regular interviews. So, next few days, when I'm going to be free, I can devote it for you people and those who are going for Federal Bank and UBI. It will be really useful. Thank you. Sharan Agrawal, you are going for which interview?
So Federal Bank.
अच्छा ठीक है. So अभी तो ये सब recording कर दिया हमने. Because I think we were talking for nearly 45 to 50 minutes. I will post
Okay.
those videos online. Please watch them. Okay.
Yeah, sure, sir. Sure, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Best wishes. Best wishes to Jagadev, then Varshini, then iPhone, also Saransh Agarwal.
Thank you, sir.
iPhone's name is Priyadarshini. Good. Best wishes.
Thank you, sir.
Thank
Thank you.
you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
sir.
Best
Thank
wishes.
you.
Now,
Thank you, sir.
afterwards, immediately what you should do, close the book, pray to God, go to sleep, get up tomorrow morning to be ready for your college or for your studies like this. Don't worry. What you have studied now is more than sufficient. You believe in me, it is sufficient. Go to bed, have a very good sleep. Sleep is more important for activating your brain. God bless all of you. Thank
Thank you,
you.
sir.
Thank you, sir.